Lovely, it's Monday.
Yeah.
Woo! What are we up to this week?
Yes, so I've been planning with Icy going what we're doing this week. For me, it's going to be a bit of Wooloop. So the animals book just needs finishing up by me. There's like 4 pictures left to do, as well as a bunch of QA testing, which needs to be spread about amongst us. But other than that, a couple of store pages. So the Fun and Games pack for Colouring Pixels got selected over the weekend by the Patreons. So we've already got a bit of a start on that. I'm going to get the store page set off for that, just to get a head start with that. And there's a couple of other Steam things. There's a Steam Spring Sale this week, and these St. Patrick's Day is this week as well. So we've got some events on in-game, so make sure we announce those as well.
Yeah, and for me, Colouring Pixels, so Colouring Pixels on Switch Collection 3, might just submit that off to lock check, so I'm sure there'll be a bit back and forth trying to get that through. But also I'm going to do a couple of bug fixes and patches to go along with the testing that I did last week for it. So that Wooloop testing, like you said, and hopefully I'm actually going to do some painting, because we said we'd do it 2 weeks ago and I just haven't. So
And yeah, for me, as Lee mentioned, it's Colouring Pixel. They're Fun and Games when the Colouring Pixels poll, so I'll be starting on that this week. I've already got a few images done because I backlogged a few, so I've got some cool ideas. So hopefully it'll be a fun one.
Another attempt at the whiteboard. We've used screws this time, so hopefully they don't just slip off the wall. But yeah, oh my god, it's not coming off, is it? It's really not coming off. But yeah, it should stay up this time. I think one of the corners is broken, the bottom left. So we just hope it'll be alright with 3 screws. But yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Hey everyone, I just thought I'd give you a quick update on what I've been up to. Yesterday, I didn't manage to get a recording yesterday as I was quite ill. I'll probably sound a little ill right now, I'm losing my voice a little bit, but I managed to get quite a bit done yesterday considering I was a little bit slower. So I've started work on Fun and Games and I'm starting to make my way through the images, and I actually managed to finish so much for you, which is a nice little paper aeroplane kind of image, playing on the kind of like real life aesthetic where they're flying through the actual sky, such as a real aeroplane, and I quite like it. I did mess around with trying to add in extra clouds around, but it just made the image look a bit too full, and I quite like the simplistic look. It reminds me a little bit of Toy Story, I don't know why. But this image, the one here, took me a very long time yesterday. It's not that big, it's only, let's have a look, 200 by 150. It was just hard to try work out. The perspective is a little weird, so I try to add in some forced perspective with the smaller character and the big car, just so you can see how big the actual, you can visualize how big the tower is. At the minute, I'm just working on doing a chessboard, quite a classic and simple chessboard, trying to get some really nice, vibrant colours in there. I'm just working my way through all the chess pieces now, but I am going to duplicate them so I can make a full chessboard. I've done the pawn, and I've done I forgot the name. Is it a rook? But yeah, I'm going to make my way through them, and then I'm going to make another set, different colours. I'm thinking blue, and then I'm going to add a chessboard in and make them look like they're actually playing.
Okay, so today has been a bit of a crazy day for me. The whiteboard is still up, which is quite good, but I've been doing a lot of stuff for Colouring Pixels on Switch, so that's all sent off and stuff like that. That's why I didn't really do an update yesterday. We basically had to redo the entire storefront and stuff for Collection 3, but it's all sorted now. Did a lot of tax stuff as well. Next job is blinds. So we've got this box of blinds. I don't know, I've never put up blinds before, but we've got lots of windows and it's actually quite bright. It's overcast today, but it's quite bad really. When we sat around here, we're trying to look at the TV, we can't see anything because there's so much glare, and Lee gets a lot of sun in his eyes coming from that way. So blinds, let's do it. Woo!
A few moments later.
I've done it! We've got them all done, apart from there's one for that room over there that we haven't done because it still hasn't been painted. But yeah, all of these ones in this room are done. It's dark in here, even though the lights are automatic.
That's just Rob playing with the blinds. Rightio, so I've kind of been all over the place today in terms of the artwork that I've been doing for Fun and Games. I spent a lot more time on the chess image than I wanted to, so this was the initial design, but then Lee and Rob came out with the idea that it would be cool if the chess image acted sort of like a puzzle, so you've got to try to figure out where, if check is in 2 moves, how would you figure it out? So we came up with this little puzzle here. I found one online, which is quite nice. I added some white outlines to the pieces, just to make them stand out a bit more. It looked a bit plain, and completely removed the logo because I thought it looked a bit boring. But that one's come out quite nice. I'm quite happy with it now. And since then, I've kind of been jumping around all over the place. So I've started with this sewing ball image. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I've definitely built a sort of basis for me to work on in the future. I'm thinking I'm going to have a little bug over here just riding on the tennis ball. Don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I kind of want him having like just screaming, flying around there like that somehow. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this image yet. There's a few ideas that I've got, but I don't want to put too much into it. And for this afternoon, I've been working on this one, which is the dominoes image. I spelled a little hi out with them, and it's kind of like an apocalyptic thing. It's kind of going to be like buried in the grass, as if someone left a message there. Thought it was a cute idea, but it's not done yet. There's still a lot more work to be done with this one. The grass looks a bit plain, so I need to go in and add lots of little tufts here around. I'm going to add a lot more rocks and maybe some weeds growing into the dominoes here.
So yeah, most of my day has just been getting the summer levels done for Loop here. The first one was a hedgehog, which if I remember I'll show on the screen here. But I've been spending a lot of time on this nest here. So what I tried to do was, as you can see with the actual trace image there, if you can see behind there, this nest just clearly got layers of like an under colour of a darker brown with like some twigs over the top. So I thought I'd try and replicate that in Loop a bit, which came up with this result. Obviously the eggs needed redoing, whatever else, but the nest itself I wasn't too happy with, so I've renamed this level nest bad, probably going to delete it. And what I've done instead is I've gone ahead and created this level here, which is a lot more basic, and overall, yeah, it just looks a lot nicer. So I've actually got an image over here. So yeah, here's the actual PNG image there, of the final image, and it looks a lot nicer, a lot more clean. There isn't any shading when you're colouring, which is nice to have on some images, so that's a bit of a shame, but other than that, yeah, much better result, and I'm going to carry on from here.
There's a white wall. Yeah, so just been painting today. I basically done a coat on all of it. You can see this green stuff is probably going to need a few more coats, honestly. I think I remember on the other side it took like 4 coats or something crazy. But yeah, it is looking a lot nicer in here. I managed to do the entire thing today. It's about 5 o'clock now. I'm knackered, you can tell I'm out of breath. I've just got that last little bit to do, just in that little bit there, and then I'm going to call it there for today and tidy everything up. But yeah, it's been pretty good. We did run out of paint, so we bought this stuff, which is different to the stuff we were using before, but they didn't have any of the stuff we were using before. But it's fine, right? It's another room, so fingers crossed this should be good. This stuff's tough and washable. I don't know what that means, but sure.
So yeah, it's quite late, but I've spent all day pretty much doing this new image here. It's quite large. You can kind of see a bit of the pins, so I've closed the actual program because the Nintendo stuff kept popping up. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the end result. It's a coral reef. Got some clams, some clownfish, some other sort of tropical fish you would see in that sort of environment. And yeah, I've quickly talked about a Trello here. There's the other images I've done as well. So yeah, there's only one left to go, which I'll be finishing up tomorrow. And then other than QA testing, that'll be the Animals book pretty much ready.
Yeah, okay, so I've been working on, it's another day of painting basically. Try and get a second coat done for the entire thing. Today, Lee's doing the top bits because I can't reach, because I'm really short. But yeah, then I'll spend the next couple of hours doing the whole thing again. We'll probably have to do this wall again tomorrow, but we're getting there, Yeah, in other news though, we managed to book a plumber finally to sort out this section. So since we had the leak, the burst pipe.
Flashback.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Was that last year now? It will be, won't it? Yeah, a while ago anyway. The tap in there doesn't work, and we've never had any hot water, and I've probably shown you the tap, but like, we need a new tap. This is not good. So yeah, it'll be coming on Tuesday next week for that, so fingers crossed we'll be able to get all of that sorted as well.
The one thing we're doing today is getting prepped for the Steam Spring Sale, because that starts at 5 PM today. As normal, been sort of leaving this task, trying to see if Steam's going to drop some artwork, like they sometimes do, but they haven't done for this time. So I've gone ahead and thrown together some quick images for each of the games, and one for sort of just general ToastieLabs as well. So this is what I'm going to be using on the website and on Discord. But yeah, they're all scheduled to go out now. The only ones left to do is Discord itself, but since it is going to be a little bit earlier at 5 PM instead of 6 PM, I'm just going to post it on manually at 5 o'clock. So I've set a quick alarm on my phone to remind me. But yeah, that's all good and ready to go.
All white walls. Yeah, so this last wall we've done another coat. Me and Lee have done that. Hopefully it'll be alright, but we'll see. And I've done a green stripe because it's St. Patrick's Day. No, it's not really. It's because we had a tiny bit of pink, green left. So we're doing a green stripe, sure, why not? But yeah, it's pretty much now. We just need to do the like the windowsills and the door frame and stuff like that. But that'll be on Monday. So yeah. Yeah, other than these, I've managed to get Colouring Pixels Collection 3 sent off to LockCheck again to Nintendo. It got rejected because of a bad localization, so we got that sent off again.
Okay, so I'm approaching the end of the day now, and like I said, I wanted to get a few things done today, such as tweaking a few levels. And as you can see, I managed to get this image sorted. I'm trying to look at my pen here, and I'll show you the difference in the image now. So this is how it originally started this morning. This is it now. I like how full the image is now. I think it looked a bit too plain, and I don't typically like going overboard with detail, but this one definitely needed a bit more of an enhancement, and it looks a lot better for it now. And I also tweaked up the what do you call it? The swing ball image. I definitely didn't go for what I was going to originally this morning. I was going to try play with the background. I didn't want to add one in, and I ended up didn't at all. So what I did was I had a little play on this bee on the tennis ball, and I decided to add a few more. So you can see now that there's a few bees playing swing ball, and there's a little spider at the bottom egging them on. And it looks quite nice. I'm not sure about the blue. Rob and Lee think it looks like a bit of like a bug zapper, but I'm debating whether to leave it or not, because it kind of plays the fact that if it's a child's imagination and they see it and they think it's swing ball, I imagine they would think the bugs are playing swing ball. So I may leave it for that reason. I play around with some colours. I'm messing around with pinks right now, but I'm not entirely sure it looks too good, so I might just leave it.
So yeah, I spent most of today just QA testing Wooloop, and yeah, it's pretty much nearly done. So if you head over to Trello here real quick, all the ones that I've QA tested, that have needed fixes, I've also put the fixes in as well. So this one, and this one, all very minor. So I've corrected those and put them back in for someone else to have a quick look. I've also made the changes that Rob pointed out on my levels. The only one that's left is Jack's Hammerhead Shark. There's quite a lot to do for that, so I've left it for him to do since it's his level. But yeah, the last two to check for me is the cow, or Moo Meadows, and the octopus, because Rob's already started on Marcel the cat down here. So yeah, 2 more levels to do. I'm going to quickly play through these and check with the fixes that have been made are good to go. Guys, it's a weekend! Woo! It's been a pretty busy week.
It has been, yeah. I've been working on a lot of Colouring Pixels fun and games, which by the time this week, the store page should be out, so you might get a little sneak preview I've been working on, so please go check that one out.
Yeah, check out the Wooloop Animals DLC as well, that we've been working on a lot this week. That should be coming out later today as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you to all people in Discord. Thank you to the patrons. Always forget about the patrons.
And to the people who joined the stream as well today, which is next week for us. So it could be Lee. Am I saying thanks or Lee saying thanks?
Say thanks, Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you.